And welcome to the latest episode of Rediscovered, which is my Let's Build series set in vintage story. I couldn't remember it for a second. Anyway, yes, this is it's September 8th, which for most of us means we are still in early September, but in vintage story, where the months are only 9 days long, it means we are on the tail end of September, about to hit October, which is a pretty awesome month, if I don't say so myself. In the last few episodes, I have been having troubles with both getting water in and out of a bucket, or actually out of a bucket, and finding chickens, or getting hens is the problem. I've found plenty of chickens, and I've captured or found a number of roosters, which are normally the fewer of the group. But I've been having a hard time getting hens. The other thing I'm having a hard time with is pouring water out of a bucket to make a water source block. Now, I figured out how to do it, but I also know why I had problems. And I don't have enough. I'd like to make a kind of a well, but I only have 2 granite blocks. And I'd prefer to have 3. So the problem is this: if you read the help text in game, it tells you to use the control key, right click and control. If you go out onto the web, there's lots of places that basically repeat the same thing. The wiki says to right click and control, but guess what? You need to hit the cap lock key. Or at least that's the case on my machine. So now I can make a permanent water. What is down there? Oh, my hides. How do I get the hides out? Oh. Yep, that worked. Anyway, so now I can make infinite water blocks, source blocks. So yay, I will at some point make a nice well. I mean, if you're gonna build a well and you're gonna have like a fortified house in an environment like this, it would make sense that you would dig a well like in your basement, where it would be safe, and if there's bad guys outside, you can be in your house all snug and warm and hydrated. Because when it comes down to a siege type situation, you can go days, possibly weeks, or a week without food. That's not going to work with water. So I'm going to take my 5 little dinky hides and put them in there and soak. I got some little bones in here, so I have 6 limestone. What I need 50 limestone to make the 50 ground up lime, so I can make more lime water. Anyway, so there's that. Now, I saw that 1.21.7 was out. I didn't update just because I was in a hurry to get going here. I don't have a bunch of time. I don't like playing when I'm up against the time limit, but now my playtime options are so limited that I often have to play with a time limit, which sucks. It sucks. It's like, when you went to your friend's house, your mom's like, okay, you can play for 20 minutes. I mean, 20 minutes? Come on. What can you do in 20 minutes? Which, it turns out you could probably do a lot more than you think, but 20 minutes doesn't sound like a long time. Huh. Oh, go ahead. So this is pretty much the... Oh, it's already full. This is pretty much my rig in leatherworking, right? I keep the back one full. I used the back row to do the curing and tanning and stuff. And the front one is, when it gets empty, I just make another batch. That's how it works. Oh, I was kind of... well, oh gosh. So I was coming up stairs to see like it was nice and peaceful, because down in the basement it's quiet. But apparently we got a raging autumn storm out there. And that autumn storm is blocking any hint of light. So... we need to reset the torches so that they don't go out on me. I don't remember the last time I rotated them like this, so I mean, it could be they could go out in a day, they could be going out anytime now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're fine, basically. But you know, this is a preventive measure, because there's nothing worse to come in. To go out running around trying to find stuff, come back, the house is dark and it's full of unwanted visitors. Or even just being dark. That's not cool. It also depends on who the unwanted visitors are. If people show up at my house and they're carrying pizzas, oh, well, there you go. I guess torch failure was imminent. But as I was saying, I not too keen on uninvited guests. But you know, if they're carrying pizzas or other tasty snacks, my frustration and annoyance is greatly reduced, and it's reduced in proportion to how much stuff they bring and how much I like it. You know, so if you show up at my house with like a veggie pizza or a chicken pizza. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But you come with like a meat lover's pizza. Welcome to the house, Sonny. Man, that is a lot of rain. I don't want to go run around in that. So let's take a snooze. I don't remember. 2200. So it's going to be 1 October. Oh, I'm sorry. 9 September. Yeah, we're still one more day of September. Nice. Now, with all that said, I really would like to get a hen. Right? If we get our hands on a hen, they can start producing eggs, and that's a source of protein without risking life and limb. And I'm all for that. Plus, we can start working on our generations of chickens with an eye toward domesticating them. From up here, we can just survey the yard, make sure no bad guys spawned. It looks to me like my fruit trees are still not committed. There's when you make those fruit cuttings, there's a 40% chance that they'll survive. That means a 60% chance that they'll die. The cutting will fail. Wow, I'm doing pretty good here. And all 4 of mine are still alive. I can't believe I'm that lucky, so I'm pretty sure if I check them, they're going to say, yeah, 40% chance, which means that it hasn't made the determination yet. And that's just taunting me. That's just cruel. So, oh, I thought for sure I locked myself out. Let's see. So we got green. Ooh, 8.6. 8.5 go here. 8.6 is all here. And that's an 8.5. Okay. Oh, hold on, I forgot. Put away the seeds. Anyway, so I'm thinking, you know, it's a decent day out now. Or decent morning, at least. Let's go. Actually, it might turn out to be a beautiful morning by the looks of the sky. So let's go see if we can find chickens. I mean, it's kind of a long shot. From what I understand, you can overhunt an area. Now, I haven't got that many chickens, and most of the chickens I got were over at the bottom end of this lake. Actually, I don't think it's the bottom anymore. I think it's west, the west end of the lake. So hopefully that means this big old flat floodplain is still likely to produce some. The reason I'm excited about that is because with the big old flat floodplain, oh, I forgot I had to put this here. Yep. We'll need to check that out. I need to go in there with the prospector pick and take a sample too. But you know, it's relatively flat, very few trees. It's easier to see. Is that chicken? Am I that lucky? If I am, I need to go buy a lotto ticket tonight before my luck rubs off. Yep, there go the chickens. Of course, a rooster. And a hen. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling lucky. This is... Yeah, I'm not going to get jumped by a bear. I am feeling amazingly lucky. Okay. Something in there? Contains a frightened rooster. Well, for Pete's sakes, I don't need another rooster. I move all this out of the back of the inventory. Put the basket in the inventory. Pick up this rooster thing. Rooster basket trap thingy. I gotta dump the rooster out. And I don't want to get the rooster trapped again. So we're gonna dump the rooster out and then... well, we are gonna do a lifectomy on the rooster. And there you go. You know, I really need to think about making a bow because I have a crazy number of arrows. I mean, not arrows, feathers. I got a bunch back in the house. I got 12 more here. What's this? Onions? A lot of them. Yeah, okay. How did I not know about these? I mean, that's one of the nice things about fall is these crops are still green and nothing else is. So you can spot the crops real easy. There's something over there. No. Onions. Kind of orangish. What's this up here? Flax! See, so, you know, I've what episode is this? This is like episode 20 or something, or 25. I spent many an episode complaining that there is no flax anywhere near me, right? And now we're finding the flax. Is this one? Is this a different? This is a different one. Okay. Wow. It never rains, it pours. As I say while the rain's pouring on me. But, okay. I'll go with that. So essentially, I don't have any inventory. We need to, go back and drop off stuff and get some grain. That's the big thing, is I don't have any grain anymore. And if I'm going to get that hen, I'm going to need grain. I mean, I could try, but the trap won't work. I mean, basically, I'd be going against the grain. Oh, it feels good to laugh. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, you know, it was a long day of work. The good news is, still, same thing I told you last time. I'm doing what I do, and my manager is pleased as punch about my work, which is great. I mean, if it's up to her, I'm not going anywhere, but you know, it might not be up to her, right? Wind up getting rid of all of us. I'm gonna put the chicken meat in here. In which case, she would be just as unemployed as I am, and that seems to be the way of the economy nowadays, so. Throw the chicken, I mean, well, they are chicken bones, but just throw the bones in here. And let's throw the dried grass someplace. Take this old stale wheat that only lasts 8.5 years. I could probably use a little bit more than that, because they seem to be getting smart. Seem to be taking the grain and running, so we don't want that. Look at this day. Holy smokes. This is like, you know, the type of day that the postcard photographers all rush out and start snapping pics of everything. This is, yeah, views like this is why they invented color film. Man, a feast for the eyes. Okay, let's reset everything. Gotta make my trap again. Let's put it down here. Easy access. And let's hope that the chicken didn't wander, didn't despawn, wasn't eaten, etc., etc. I don't see or hear her. Oh, is that her? That's a raccoon. Yep, or a rabbit. Let's try this. Maybe she's in the bushes. What else is around here? I mean, these ready to go. 5 of 7, 3 of 7, 4 of 7. No 7 of 9. What do we got here? 6 of 7, 1 of 7, 6 of 7. Okay, well, we got almost there. We'll pick up some stones while we're at it. Where's the stones? Oh, hey, hey! This is not for you, punk. Let's put it all back together again. Of course. Oh, I heard her. She is somewhere in this side, I think. Oh, there's two. I thought I got rid of the rooster. So okay, maybe 2 hens. 2 hens would be good. I'm thinking that's another rooster. Don't be a rooster. Don't be a rooster. Go away. It is a rooster. And he took my food without getting in. There's a price to pay, and you're about to pay it. Oh, I don't want to kill the hen. Okay. I must say that we have been getting our fair bit of chicken meat lately, which, you know, I told you, right? I'm allergic to eating poultry in real life, so I'm gonna have to live vicariously through the game, you know, because you know, when I was younger, where'd the basket go? Really? That killed the I mean, it really killed the basket? There's clay here. No, I got it. I got it marked. Okay. Okay, I gotta go get some clay. I mean, a new basket. Anyway. So yeah, in real life, I can't eat poultry. I get an allergic reaction. My throat swells up and closes off, and it's not fun. Not even remotely. Though, for those who aren't going through it, it can be very interesting. But as I've noticed when I go to the emergency room, but yeah, can't eat it. Now the thing is, I was 20 years old when this allergy developed, and up to that point, I was a chicken fiend. I love chicken pork pie, pot pie, fried chicken, you know, chicken strips, barbecued chicken, just chicken. And of course, when I was 20, this allergy started. And the worst problem was, when I was 20, it was about, well, that'd be 1987. And that was about the time that they started getting all anti-red meat, right? So as I'm now unable to eat chicken, suddenly the airwaves were full of commercials about crispy chicken sandwich and rotisserie chicken and, you know, barbecued chicken and chicken wings, and oh my god. That's also at the same time too that they started using chicken as a meat filler, right? So you'd get like a salami or something and you're like, oh, it's great, but it'd have chicken in there with some pork and beef to make it cheaper, right? Of course, they wouldn't tell you that, so I go and I eat the, you know, salami, and suddenly I'm starting to react, and ooh, it was bad. I remember, and ever since then I have to be very careful about what I eat. I can't make any assumptions. So I remember when my first day on the job in Jackson, Wyoming, I went to lunch with I went to lunch with a coworker who was supposed to be training me. He's my mentor. My first day of the job, and at the end of the day, he became my boss. They fired his boss, and he got promoted. Anyway, but that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is that we went to eat at a local Chinese restaurant, and I got what did I have? I had shrimp fried rice. And I ate it. I started reacting, and I got the waiter. I mean, I even asked him beforehand. I said, "Is there any chicken or chicken broth in the shrimp fried rice?" He's like, "No." And then I start reacting, so I asked him, "Hey, could you go check the chef?" And he's like, "Hey, it doesn't have chicken." I says, "Could you just go ask?" He comes back. He goes, "Yeah, it does. How'd you know?" Yeah, excuse me, I have to run to the bathroom. There's my chicken. Oh Come here, Missy. Come here. No, don't throw that. I hope where'd she go? She was right there at the base of... Oh, here she comes. Ah, this is it. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. This will be a proud day. That's not cool. No, don't. Okay. I'm disappointed. Let's see. Let's go up here. I don't know if they still fall for this trick if they just ate my grain, right? I don't even see her anywhere. You who nobody here but us chicken feed. Come on out. There's another harvestable crop there. That's where she was. That's the last time I saw her. She was right there behind that green patch. I don't want to trap a raccoon or something, so let's knock all this down. And let's find her. We'll set up a trap closer to her. There she is. Okay. There's rabbits. More flax figures. So we got like a flax overload now. We'll want to harvest this as soon as we can, but it's too late in the year for me to grow it. Okay, she was over here. There, I hear her. There, whoa, she's like a long ways away. Is that too far away? I don't want to keep chasing her. Oh, she's way too far away. Too far. Now, some people would call this a game of cat and mouse. But for me, it's a game of chicken. And who's... Whoa, everybody calm down! For Pete's sakes. Whoa, is that... No, that's a rabbit. Where'd she go? Oh, she... Oh! Do my eyes deceive me? Did I see what I thought I saw? Yes. I'm pretty sure that's like malachite or something. In fact, I'm going to call it malachite. Malachite. Malachite, which is a copper bearing ore. So it's kind of a greenish crystal looking stuff. That's it, copper ore, bountiful. No, it's kind of some awkward places to put it, but okay. Okay, so that's on the. That's something we got to add to our list of things to do here. Ooh, what's going on here? Well, that's all flint. Yep, flintstone in limestone. Oh boy, where did she go? I mean, she's probably gone. I mean, I saw a copper shiny. I got distracted. She got away. I can't believe, out of all the times I've been running around out here, I didn't find this area. Seems to be quite a few stones I didn't pick up. A number of crops I didn't find. Well, the good news is I might be able to pick up enough limestone stones so that I'll be able to grind them up and make a new batch of lime water. We put the lime in the coconut and shake it all up. Let's see. No, this is a different cave. I hope she didn't fall down into a cave. That's a raccoon. So what's this stuff? Oh, more rocks. That's all flax. See some mushrooms. Red wine cap. Sounds delicioso. More rocks. And it's getting dark. And I have completely lost my hen. And that's too bad. She was special. She was hen-picked, so to speak. Oh, yes. I shall miss her. Miss all those glorious eggs we're missing out on, too. Okay. Okie dokie. I guess, we'll just kind of work our way back to the hacienda and grab some stuff on the way. Yeah. One of the thing about being a hunter-gatherer, I mean, it's different, right? We live in a modern age. You go shopping, and for the most part, more flax. Oh, I found this one. For the most part, you know what you're after. They probably have it, so you got your little shopping list. You go, you get exactly what you want, maybe a few items you didn't expect to see, and then you go. In a hunter-gatherer situation, it's pretty much, you have stuff that you definitely want, you have stuff that you have preferences for, but in the end, you grab whatever you can find, right? So, yeah, I'm sure you might just love berry bushes all day long, but if all the berries are picked and you're still hungry, you know, you start looking for mushrooms or fish or whatever happens across your path. Now, of course, that's one of the advantages of being an omnivore, right? Our ancestors, they weren't picky about what they could eat. So, yeah, you got apples growing there, lettuce. You need to eat grass, knock yourself out. You want to eat, you know, this bird that hit a rock and died, knock yourself out. You know, whatever you find, fish, shellfish. And that is a huge advantage for us. It's kind of like, you know, it's like being a hybrid car, right? I can go electric, I can go fuel, whatever you got, baby, I got it. As opposed to, you know, what happens if you're, oh, are these done? 5 soaked hide small. You know, if you're a lion and you happen to be like in the jungle and there aren't any other animals, I mean, if they get really hungry, I guess they can start chowing on grass and vegetables. But do their instincts even allow them to know to start chomping on the flora? There's the fauna. There's chomp on the flora. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try. I don't want to be carrying around too much flint, because if I die, you know, if you have a couple stacks of flint, which is very handy, of course, unless you die, then it's very unhandy. You have to go find it again. Here's my hides. They're soaked hides. Let's make them scraped hides. It looks kind of like a paintball splat. Let's see. So it's going to go in one of those. Hold it. Where are they? I had them a second ago. They're not in there. I don't see them. I don't have them. Where'd they go? This is like a magic trick, except I performed the trick and I'm amazing myself. Oh, there they are. Okay. Whew. Okay. Seal it. Seal the deal. It's gonna be 3 days though. You put the lime in the coconut. I can't get it out of my head now. I did it to myself. Okay, let's grab a plate of food. One serving, okay. Nutrition packs. It's starting to look like the nutrition label on a bag of crisps or something. But let's throw the chicken meat in there for now. And it is late. Not as late as it could be, but it's going to be really dark outside, so I need more protein and vegetables. So let's see. October 1st. October 1st, 3 in the morning though. I'm pretty keen on October 1st. For one thing, that was the date in 1970 that Disney World in Florida opened. And, you know, I'm a huge, well, I used to be a huge Disney fanboy. But over the years, as they got more greedy and exclusive, I've become less of a fan. So anyway, October 1st is the opening day of Disney World. Also, October 1st is special because it's the first day of the U.S. federal government fiscal year. Fiscal year means tax year, or budgetary year, however you want to call it. So, October 1st, they get a new budget, usually, and off they go. And I know all this. The reason I pay attention to stuff like this is because October 1st is my birthday. You know, here's the thing. I have always been... Man, it's still way dark out here. I thought by... Let's see. Yeah, I thought by now it would be a little bit lit up. Anyway, my... So in my family, you know, my mom, my dad, my sister, our birthdays are all over the calendar, right? Nobody's birthday's by anybody else's birthday. I guess my mom and my sister are the closest, and they're a month and a half apart. Then in my wife's family, the entire family, every single one of them, has their birthday in August. Everybody has a birthday in August. Now, if you count backwards from August, yeah, I'm guessing I know what they do to celebrate New Year's each year, right? Or Christmas. But there you go. Now, my daughters. My daughters are twins. They were born on the same day. And they were born in August. August 6th, incidentally, which is the birthday of my maternal grandfather and my maternal great-grandfather, strangely enough. But anyway, they were born August 6th. Now, that's not the day they were supposed to be born. They were born 6 weeks early, right? They were supposed to have been born October 10th, I think. Something like that. So, there you go. I was supposed to have 2 more people in my family finally with similar birthdays to my own. And instead, because of a heat wave that set my wife into early labor, they were born massively premature, but in August with the rest, with my wife and the rest of her family. So the joke's on them, right? When we have a birthday party in August, we have one party for everybody. It's like, there it is. If you want your own party, too bad. Suck it up. And then I'm off by myself still in October. And there's an advantage to that, in that when we have a birthday party, it's for me. Yay, me. Not that I really care much for birthday parties anymore. It's more fun to have birthday parties for the kids, but now they're getting to the age where they're like, we don't want a party. I just want to go to dinner with my friends. Can you pay? And can you give me a ride? Yeah, okay. That's what I'll do. My wife is at the age where she's always colored her hair. She's always been vigilant. Manic is probably a better word, about taking care of gray hairs that pop up. But as you get older, gray hairs aren't a once in a while thing. Gray hairs are now legion, right? They pop up all the time. And these are still not ready, huh? 5 and 7, 6 and 7. But she is, I think she's really starting to fight her age, because she has this eye cream stuff that she uses, and it used to be like we would get, it comes in a really tiny tube and it's crazy expensive, and she used to go through one of those like every 6 months, right? Now it seems like we're going through one every 3 weeks, right? Revitalizing creams, hair dye, the whole shebang. She's fighting it. And we joke, I joke, but for her it's not so much of a joke. We're not, point out to her, oh, you're 39 again, and she's like, 39? I'm 29. I was like, oh, okay, well, you're 5 years younger than me, and I'm old, so you pick whatever number you're happy with. But there you go. There you go. The ravages of time. I think that's a raccoon over there. Growing old kind of sucks, right? It really does. You think about it, you think, oh, well, first of all, you can't retire when you think you can retire. But, what is this? More flax that I never found? Well, I found it now, but, that's not the point. The point is, I needed this months ago. So next summer is going to be like a crazy flax growing marathon. Let's make this copper and actually make it kind of copper colored. Well, oxidized copper. Let's try that. There you go. Yeah, this coming summer in Vintage Story, boy, we are just going to be flax growing fools. After I get all these seeds, though. We're talking about being old. Oh, that's a bunny. So by the time you finally do quote unquote retire and you say, okay, I can take it easy, I don't have to go to work. But guess what? okay, I can go to the beach. Yeah, you go to the beach, but you can't bend down to pick up seashells, right? And if a wave knocks you on your butt, you can wind up going to the hospital to replace your hip. It's just, you gotta kind of enjoy it all along. You can't just wait till the end, because the end is not all that it's cracked up to be, and that's assuming you get to the end, right? So, but the other day I was thinking about it because I was listening to a video about politics, and I do that a lot more now because ever since the war started, I think it's important. You don't have to listen to tons and tons of stuff because I'll say pretty much the same thing every day. I mean, listen to the news about once a week, and you'll get the gist of it, right? Because today's news is probably going to be exactly the same as tomorrow's news, which will be very similar to the day after, but it kind of shifts slowly, unless every once in a while, or nowadays every once a week, something major happens, and then you're like, oh, well, okay, that's interesting. But anyway, I was listening to this video, and they were just talking about, 150 years ago, the average lifespan was like, 35 years old in the United States, right? 35. So, basically, half the people were dead by the time they reached 39, or 35. And I'm thinking about that. Now, when I was a kid, let me see, so that would be 33. So the year 2000 seemed like an incredibly long time in the future because I was a kid, and I did the math. I was like, man, I'll be 33 in the year 2000. Oh my gosh, it's so far away. And here it is, 2026. The year 2000 was 26 years ago, and that just seems like forever ago, right? But the whole point was 35, not that old, really. And, when I stop and think about it, I mean, I had kids when I was 40, and I was not prepared for that. And, so trying to have kids when I was 30 or 20, because, I don't have much time, man, basically you're talking about kids having kids and trying to raise kids when you're still a kid. And let me tell you, even doing it at 40 years old, I had been around the block a few times, learned a few things, had a bit more patience and wisdom, and it was still tough, really tough. Anybody who tries to be a parent in their early to mid 20s, well, good luck. You have my prayers. Anybody who successfully raises a kid, and by successfully raises a kid, I mean that they are not a confirmed axe murderer. Well, congratulations, you done good. I mean, oh man, raising a kid can be so hard. And I'll take it even a step further. I've said this before too. Anybody who is a single parent, single mom, single dad, doesn't matter. Anybody who's a single parent raising a kid on their own, kudos, man. Kudos to you. Not that you're in that situation, but the fact that you're able to pull it off. Oh, I'm in Pete again. Make sure there's nobody else around here. And let's get one of these guys or both of these guys. Yeah. See, I mean, I had twins, and that doesn't make things any easier. That's for sure. But even if we just had one kid, right? It's still tough. But I had my wife, right? I could take a break. I had a reprieve. I had my wife. Some people are even luckier, right? They've got like a grandma or grandpa that can help out. But if you're a single parent and you're doing it all on your own, you don't have that backup. And again, if you're somehow able to raise a little human that doesn't turn out to be like a mad dictator or something, you've done well, right? It doesn't matter that they're not like top of their class, graduating from Harvard Law or whatever. Who cares? The fact that they're not an axe murderer and that you did it, you deserve full credit for that. I don't know if I could do it. Don't know if I can do it by myself. I mean, I could now. I mean, they're practically adults now. They'll be 17 in August. So, yeah, it's raising a kid now is very different. But I'm talking about, diaper time, elementary school, field trips, packing lunches, little league, soccer, whatever. Oh my God. Single parent, and if you have more than one kid and you're a single parent, okay, I don't know why you did that to yourself, but you probably didn't. It was probably fate did that to you, and fate can be a cruel mistress. But again, if they're not out there actually trying to gun people down in the streets, you've done well. Congratulations. On behalf of the rest of civilization, thank you. What is this? This is more stuff. I got meat. I have a hide. Got rocks. Okie dokie. Probably start heading back. Puffball. Puffball. Muy excelente. Yeah, at some point in the near future. What is this? So that's rye. You can always tell when somebody's eating rye because they make a rye face. Seriously. Something's gone awry in my inventory. Let's see. There's 5 of 9. That one's not even close. Well, we can mark it, I guess. Rye. Rye. Oh my gosh. There's this, and this is probably not a great game for doing a video series because you really need to pay attention to every single little thing. And I'm not, because I'm running around going, oh, blah, 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 hey, my kids were born premature, birthday's in August, blah, 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 blah. And so much so I forgot that I parked my raft over here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, my inventory's full. Never mind. Raft. I played the game Raft. I really wanted to enjoy it. I'm sure it's quite enjoyable once you get past the obscenely insane learning curve, right? I mean, starving, not just in real time, but in accelerated time, dying of thirst, and all at the same time trying to keep your raft intact from a man-eating shark or a woman-eating shark, just depends on who you are. I really want to say that was fun. Really wanted to say I was really looking forward to it, but no, it just wasn't fun for me. Not even remotely, not even accidentally. So there you go. So I should really think about making a bow. I think I've said that before. I'll say it again. And we have one little tiny hide. Okay. So let's see. Let's grind the bones. Start stocking up the bone meal. Bone meal dust, just what you want to breathe in. So let's add 50 limestone. That'll get us everything we need to make 50 lime water. Ooh, gosh. Oh, it's pretty close to the end of the episode. So, as usual, I have plans. This game does its best to thwart them. But usually something good comes out of it anyway. And in this case, you know, I went looking for chickens. I didn't expect to find any. I found some. I got a couple dead roosters out of it. I did not get the hen I was looking for, but just as the hen eluded me, I found another copper deposit. So that's good. Found a bunch of flax. That's good. Maybe even better. Did some exploring. We found a bunch of rocks. You know, our tanning apparatus, our ability to tan leather, it's not bad. I'd say it's a good baseline. And so as we can get our hands on hides, you know, leather production is going to enable a bunch of cool stuff for us. So, I mean, this episode did not go the way I intended or wanted it to go, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. I've had far worse episodes with far higher expectations, so there you go. Man, I'm just looking at that falx. It looks nasty, jagged. I mean, I think about it. You know, with that nasty, jagged edge, I think about like not like a knife or anything. I'm thinking more like torn metal. If you've ever seen like a steel sheet get ripped, well, like if a car gets in a big accident and the body panels get all ripped up, you know, seeing that nasty, sharp steel edge, that's what that falx looks like. Basically, in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and the whole series actually, Douglas Adams would describe weapons as like, various nasty pointed bits, dangerous looking bits, stuff like that. That's what that falx reminds me of, right? It's a little bit beyond description, but it's definitely got these nasty pointed bits that gives anybody at the other end of it the impression of this is something you want to avoid. Now, it isn't the end-all be-all weapon, unfortunately, but we're doing okay with it. Don't know how. It's been a while since we went mono animo against a bear or a wolf. I used to be. I don't know why I'm so careful now. I mean, it's just a game. If you die, you just get your stuff back. Except you might not get your stuff back. That's the point, right? It could despawn before you get there. I worked too hard for this stuff. Is there 50 watt? Yeah, there's 50 liters of water. So we put this in here and seal it, right? So we put this in here. Ooh, guess you don't have to seal it. It just is lime water. Wow, you put the lime in the water and you shake it all up. So that's fast-acting stuff there. This bucket we can use to refill the back bucket. It's got 50 liters of water in it now. Oh my goodness. Put stuff away. I didn't realize I had so much bone meal already. I'm going to need to make more storage. Just need to anyway, but I need storage just for the metal bits, all the metal ore. Though during the winter, I think I'll just make a bunch of metal ingots. I mean, we're kind of at the stage where more and more stuff is going to require forging versus casting. So I guess we'll just forge ahead with that plan. Well, look at this. We got some more wall. That's something. You know what? I should probably grab some more flowers to kind of finish the bee garden a bit. And let's see. Let's find a decent view. I keep showing you that one. It is the best view. But this... Oh, there you go. This one is the next best view. Though I eventually plan to cut those trees down. But they're not cut down yet. So let's take a moment. So like I said, I had plans. The plans didn't quite go the way I wanted, but we still got some cool stuff out of it. So it's in the end, it's still a profit deal, and it was fun, right? We made our lives, our future lives, a little bit easier, a little more capable, and I'm really thrilled about this. I really do wish there was more NPCs in this vanilla world, but it is what it is. So with all that said, until next time, I hope this finds you and yours in good health, good spirits, and perhaps just a touch of good fortune. Cheers.